Well, we got 2 spots left in the feast, and it looks like that's going to fill before anything. So just the feast and the smaller break. Please excuse the barking for a moment, because Haley just got home. And the dogs cannot contain themselves. What you up to, Chucky? What's up, Don? Three? Excuse me. Thank you. So just 2 little itty bitty spots left. And then the small break, and that's it for this evening. Thank you. You sent me a DM? Hold on. You're going to bed soon? Well, that's good. Rest is important. Thank you guys again for the subs. Appreciate you. No, I didn't buy the 500K ride show. I think before I do that, I would like... How you feeling?
What?
Yeah? No, I feel like I would, before I would spend 500K on a... No, if I had it, I wouldn't be selling it. That's for sure. I'd probably, like, pay off my house before that. Wouldn't be the most responsible purchase. I'm not against it, though. All right, 1 spot left. At first, I was like, this is a joke listing. But then I saw it was a pre-release, and I was like, okay, that's why. What you been up to, Chris? From vacation? Where'd you go for vacation, my guy? Working too much? I hear that. My only vacation is between today and Thursday. And in reality, it's not. It's like between today and Tuesday or Monday. 10-day cruise out of Canada, eh? Fun one? It was nice. There you go. One of them casino cruises or what? I feel like all cruises in general would have casinos, right? That's like the whole gimmick of it. Unless it's like the Disney cruise. The casino pay for it. There you go. Well, it's ideal for them, Chris, because you can't get away. You can't walk out. Okay, as this last spot gets taken, I need 3 numbers from 24, 25, 32, 33, 34, 37. All right, 33 is 1. 37 is another. One more. 24, 25, 32, 34. $25. All right. And then someone inevitably is going to give me another number, and that'll be for the next break. 24, 32, 34. $32. All right. That'll be for the smaller break. $11, in fact, was not one of the selections or options. Why do I have to re-log in every single time on my Stream Deck? And we're good to go. And sorry for the confusion. We had 2 number 1s on the website. The feast is break number 2. But we're opening it first because it filled first. The last break of this evening will be break number 1. Please let me know when break 1 fills, because then the website will be reloaded with something very good. Okay, so this is the feast, break 2. Take it easy, slamming. Getting some recoil through the wall there.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, you made my table shake when you closed the drawer.
No lip. I'm trying to air free things.
Do what? Yeah, they're good.
I did them on the stove.
Do what?
I did them on the stove.
I don't think that was an option.
Yeah, it was. It said preferred option on the stove with some olive oil so it gets crispy.
I saw microwave.
You saw.
3 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, let me know if and when break one fills. And anyone who is here paying attention will have first crack at whatever gets posted. All right, feast is good to go. Let's get some heat. Good luck, everybody. I'm feeling some last stream magic before release. Fighting. So Chris, what was the game of choice that was just winning all the money back? Oh, I hate that game. I watched Nick play 3-card poker. He's like, this game sucks, but he's like, I'm having fun. The odds aren't great. Trying to get to my base. Okay, so it is a duo base. So the 3 of us can't be in the same clan and on, or we'll get banned. But you technically could build like close to us. And if Tetsnick isn't on, which he won't be for the next week, then I can add you to the clan. Do you know where it is? That Persian is very clean. That is from Mark. Okay. That's a pretty large hit. Cole. Been a minute since I've seen that card. Looks pretty clean too. Something that you don't want. Honestly, you could just build a base in the house down the street from us. Apparently you're allowed to have 2 bases on the server, so as soon as I maximize the one that we're in, I'm going to do like a little like 1 or 2 layer all the way up north. Just pile loot in there and then run it down. But yeah, Chris, the 3 card poker, when I was watching Nick play it, I was like, I don't know what this is. He's like, the game sucks. He's like, but it's kind of fun. He didn't win anything. But I think like the odds are like, I don't know if they're the worst, but like they're pretty bad. Is that one of those games where like the side bets are pretty much what you're hoping for? Have no idea where mine is. I'll have to show you. Yeah. You hit a side bet last cruise for 5,000. What is that? Is that like a straight or a flush? Depending on how much you have on it. I know those multipliers are nuts, but that's what drains you at a table. 6 card bet? Oh my gosh. So your hand and the dealer's hand. Straight flush. Wow. So you had... How much did you have on that? $25. If it was a royal, would have been 26 or 25K. That's pretty nuts. What's the royal pay? 1,001? Jeez. The best thing I did, well, other than hitting a progressive, and that's how I bought my first edition Zard, like 9 years ago, probably. One thing I did do was there was video poker that had like, you could play like $1 hands. And I started with like 20 bucks. But whenever I lost, I doubled the bet. I was going that strat. And I turned like 20 bucks into like 400. You can't really do that theory or that way of playing if you're playing like $25 a hand. Video poker. I've seen some crazy payouts for video poker. But that one is also a very expensive game. Jeez. I have not seen this hit in a very long time. Shouldn't this be fire? Why does this look incorrect to me? It almost looks wrong. Chris? From Paradox, I think. Yeah. Does that not look weird? What's up, Undead? One more small break on the website with 3 spots left. Just reminding everyone who's walking in. Very weird, consider. Dude, I'm telling you, that does not look right. I don't think that's supposed to be steel, but it's probably in the set. I don't remember that being a steel card. But yeah, Chris, using that, it was honestly like the most fun I've had. where you played blackjack and it was just video blackjack with like a virtual dealer or whatever. Skeledirge. It's probably right, but like it looks wrong. But like using the theory or the strategy rather of every time you lose you double your bet. I had a couple all-ins during that where I would have lost it all and then it just kept going and I cashed it out. Martingale, is that what that's called? I was watching a video on it. I was like, I'm going to try that next time. As long as I can start at like $1. You start that at 25, that's a good way to like just be homeless. You're saying the bet got that high? Oh my gosh, that would make me sick to my stomach. That Moltres. Full arts are coming out. Super. Yeah, we were talking gambling because Chris said he just got back from a cruise. On a slot per spin. I want to say $5. And even then, I feel like that's... If I'm going, I'm not going to, like, destroy myself. I'm going to, like, maybe play, like, 100 or 200 and that's it. Why are Pokemon Fire in one set and Steel in another? Usually if it's multi-type in the game, they wouldn't have been able to go higher. $30 on Accent. Yeah, no. I think I was doing like $1 or $2 when I hit the progressive on Wheel of Fortune. No, you don't want a hand pay because then you have to pay the taxes. You want just underneath, which is what I hit. Oh man, that Lapras. I think it was like 1,400 or 1,300. It was just under hand pay, so I just got to keep it all. You hit so many just over 1,200. It used to be 14. I thought they just lowered it. It probably varies state by state too, or is that federal? I did that card trick incorrectly. But that is a gorgeous hit for Richard. Very large. It's 1,200 across, so it's federal. So then I guess I won like 1,100 then. Oh, when I go, I just set a limit of like 100 or 200, and once I'm done, or if I win, I keep it. The Hoopa for fighting. That was the most I ever won on at a casino, which it got me my first edition Zard. So I bought it while I was still there, like on eBay. I didn't know you were such a just like a slot man over here, shooting dice over here. I go like a couple times a year, maybe. Got tired of paying the IRS back? Well, you gotta pay it right when you get it. Yeah. Remember to keep your loss receipts. Internet cafes. What are you playing? Like, are you playing like poker? Illegal slots? Oh god. I've never done any of those online ones, even though there's plenty of streamers that own those companies and they try to promote them. I've never played one of those. The one thing we used to do is we would bet our skins on Counter-Strike pro games. There was a bunch of those websites, dude. There was one where like you put your skins into the pot to get chances to win everyone else's, including yours, back. I watched my buddies throw in a $500 knife, and then someone came in and just spent $3,000 on the pot. So then they had most of the chances, and they just took it. Where? At the internet cafe? But like, were people like intentionally going there to play the illegal slots, or was this more of like randos went in there and started doing malicious things? Oh, like that was like their whole thing. Jeez, dude, I didn't know you were like such an underground gambler over here. That is disgusting for dark. That is my favorite card. Richard, quite a break for you. So like whenever you see like in the movies, usually it's like underneath like a sketchy like Chinese food place, and they all have like dollar bills in their hand. That was like your background. You would be one of those dudes. Got you. Now I got an image of you. Serrano. Just some sketchy bookie. Well, yeah, if they're doing illegal stuff anyway, they're not intending on paying those taxes. Melodic water. Jeez, dude. On the last DayZ server we played on, they had blackjack at the safe zone, but you couldn't double down or split. So I was like, this kind of sucks. There might be a casino on our current server. I'm not sure. Maybe it was another server I was looking at then. It could have been the Trailer Park Boys themed one, Sunnyvale. You hit your biggest win for one day and you had to leave. What, they made you leave? Or like you just had to go out of your own accord? Colorless. Tetsnick Haley said that they got rid of my machine at the Dells. It's gone. Makes me very sad. I almost don't want to go back. Nope. Dead to me. Gone. They paid in cash? No, that's not safe at all. Demigod pack. Oh my gosh. Colorless. Damn it, dude. I can't hit a God pack, but I've hit like 5 Demigod packs. Chris, that is disgusting. I've never pulled that card before. And Trainer, Audrey. I think all those Counter-Strike betting websites, they got in trouble. That Goldine. Can't believe we just had a demigod pack. Like my 5th one. Has anyone played Farkle before? I feel like we've had this discussion before. I think that should be a game at the casino. Or at least like some form of it. Like you against the dealer. And there's definitely a way to do it if it doesn't already exist already. I gotta re-find that one dude. There was one guy who like just makes short videos of him at the casino. He's like, all right guys, we're gonna turn this 100 into this month's rent. And he did like $100 spin. He's like, all right, it's gone. The video was over. He just walked out. There was a couple times where he got it all the way up. Might be the same guy. There was that one guy, the big jackpot or whatever. He was like, I don't know if he was like part owner, like McAfee or something. But he literally I watched that dude like just pump $20,000 into a machine. He created spam. Is that what he did? Well, he's doing very well for himself. And then he basically just threw money at that for like YouTube just to make one of the biggest slots channels. One of the original mass email companies. And that's why we get spam today, because of people like him. And he gets to spend $20,000 vouchers at a time. Really? I know a lot of the other slots channels at first, or maybe still, hated him because he would just... No one could keep up with him. I thought I got something special there, but I didn't. Did we fill up break one? Two left in the last break. The whole casino streaming thing, a lot of them don't even use their money. I think he does, though. Well, he probably gets a lot of... I'm pretty sure that dude could stay in any casino, like, in the country and out of the country for free. Really? Just in general? Or are you saying, like, from the amount of... You could probably... With the amount of money that dude spends, he probably gets, like, a good chunk of it back in rewards. For, like, free play. Is it full? All right, I think Nick is posting release breaks right now. Every once in a while, Chris, I'll watch. Oh my gosh, dude, what are these alts coming out tonight? I've never pulled this. You got the gold and the alt from Prismatic. That isn't... It's so crazy that I still haven't seen every card out of Prismatic. The base is so layered up, Dom. And on top of it, if they get through all the doors, me and Tetsnick logged out with all of our best stuff. I'm pretty sure if they busted into the base, well, for a fact, if they got all the way through, they wouldn't even get anything because we logged out with everything. Okay. I don't know if I've ever done... Well, I've never done that before. Well, congrats to you, Richie. That is insane. If I pull a third one, I'm cutting the camera off. Who shuffled these? That was a very healthy stack of Prismatic. An Umbreon. Bro, and we got a Demigod pack out of this. The first time I pulled it, I pulled two of them. I have not pulled that card before. All right, we're going to get another red Victini here. If we see a fourth Zekrom, I give up. Oh yeah, we can attach that to one of the shelves that we have. But yeah, if they got all the way through, Dom, we logged out with all of our best stuff, so they'll be at a very severe loss. Like that actually might... That would probably get the people who rated us to just quit. Yeah, we pulled the third Zekrom. I think that was last week. Tetsnick. So last night, I remember when we were watching that card room, we heard explosions, right? And I was like, I wonder what that is. That was a train crash that can spawn in the game and drop crazy loot. Because Tetsnick then found a train crash today and got paid. Yeah, for sure, dude. Have you been, like, walking around and, like, getting yourself familiar with the game? Because it's really fun, Dom, once you get into it. We get enough people on here, we're gonna have to like go to a clan server. I have to watch gameplay of it, Undead. Undead got to see me get a kill on stream. Were you there for the grenade kill? Blitzcrank is always fun. Ooh, that's a triple pack. So when you spawn, they give you a green key card, and you basically, if you go do that, it'll give you a yellow key card, which is higher up on the map with better loot. But it'll give you like a starter gun and whatnot. But people usually camp those. Yeah, but I killed myself with the nade because it blew up and I still got damaged through the wall. Yes, you did. Which I don't know if people really understand that mechanic. So you didn't know that's... Dude, I threw the grenade out the door and then I ran back, but it was like on the same wall and I still died. Grenades in DayZ are very potent, very dangerous. If I would have went to the far corner, I probably would have survived. I was low health though, because whoever shot me hit me with like a big sniper bullet. If I was full health, I maybe would have survived it. And then the one where I was killing zombies and the guy ran up pretending to be a zombie almost. Here's the thing, if he would have got within melee range of me, he probably could have jammed my gun, and that would have been really bad. If someone gets really like too close to you, your gun goes straight up in the air. Very nice grass. Guys, this was an insane break. Now let's see who gets the PSA cards. Just getting these out of the way. Release breaks are probably already up on the website. So I haven't posted it anywhere. Anyone who's here gets first crack at them. So take advantage of it before they're gone. I know a lot of people were holding out for it. Bought the first break. There you go. All right, let's see the PSA cards. You like to talk about Rebecca? I'm sure she wouldn't be against it. She got some good stuff, didn't she? So whatever type the card is, that's who gets the PSA card. And then for the smaller break, it's last hit. You need another slab? Hey. All right. Let's do it. First one. That's a trainer. Delta species. Hollow. PSA 5. Who's trainer? Audrey, that is yours. Delta species is pretty nuts. Gem Mint 10 Kaboo from Darkness Ablaze. That is 2 trainer slabs. Oh my gosh. Audrey, 2 out of the 3 slabs are yours. He could be a football. I mean, he's kind of like dressed like a soccer player. And the Drowsy from Evo, reverse, PSA 9, Psychic. Audrey got all 3 slabs. That's actually insane. I think that's the first sweep I've seen. And you guys pick the numbers, you can't get mad at me. And obviously, the break was insane with the hits, so everyone should be pretty happy. All right, let's open break 1, and that's it. You're not even in the break. This is actually nuts, though. Like, that's insane. So, congrats on that, Richie. Back to back, too. Like, if it was in the same stack, that's still difficult, but back to back is nuts. That means that, like, if it was in an ETB, someone would have gotten 2 of those. You're very welcome. Did you see the gold, too? And Nidoking, too. To think, dude, I had to wait a little bit for that break to fill. Dinner time done? All right. All right. And for the final break, the envelope was already chosen, and that was 32. Save some. Were you implying that he was going to eat a cat? Oh, okay. Now I know what you were saying. Never mind. Family friendly, dude. What the hell's wrong with you? For shame. There's no way to take that, like, not in a. There's no way to take that in a good way. It's diabolical. All right, randomizing break number 1, aka the last break until release. Oh, happy Christmas, Mr. Baker says. In his notes. Thank you. Mr. Baker with the electric trainer top 2 spot combo. It's actually kind of nuts. Whoever followed. It's Vivi here. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate you. Once again, release breaks are posted. Spots are already flying. As you guys know, production levels have not been the highest, so I can't promise you how many breaks we're going to be doing. So make sure you get in. I'm going to try to do as many as I can, though. Logan's baby shower is tomorrow. Tell him to get back on here. Why do they call it a shower? Anybody ever figure this out? I just had that question pop in my head. That's a shower thought right there. Why do they call it a shower? Be it wedding or baby. The showering of gifts. Yeah, but there's probably better verbiage. The giving of gifts. We don't use that verbiage anywhere else. Just those two things. Well, I do pride myself on being, not only a channel that opens packs, but, we learn stuff. So I'm going to do this real quick. The term baby shower is believed to have originated in the late 19th century, which is 1800s. The term refers to a party or gathering held to celebrate a shower and expectant. Okay. Well, you were right. I just don't agree with it. That's a good, reason. We had this discussion about centuries too. 19th century is 1800s. That's dumb. I understand why it's correct, but I don't agree why Like 19th century should be 1900s because it's the 19th century. They've been calling it baby shower since the 1800s, dude. So, Undead, tell me about this game. It's League of Legends, but fighting. Now, when you say fighting, like legit, like Dragon Ball Z fighting, Mortal Kombat type fighting? What's messed up, Undead, is different sets have different pack tricks sometimes, and I subconsciously don't even think about it anymore. "2D fighting. It's very interesting for them to be getting into the fighting genre. Two v two, but like one dude fights and then the other dude fights around. Hyper Trainer. Vivian, if you're a newcomer, I feel like I've seen your last name before, but if you're a newcomer, welcome. And thank you for the follow. I believe that was you. You just tag out? Gotcha. When am I going to see Mr. Baker on DayZ with us, dude? Dom's already got it. We're going to have our own clan. Your teammate can really... Why? Because they control the tagging out? I don't think there's crossplay. Because Xbox is not going to have the third-party launcher to play on community servers. You could see the servers, but you won't be able to join them because you can't download mods. He's Richard? Well, there you go. Did you see how good he did in the big break? Kind of nuts. But welcome. If you got any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask. I'm not in the mood for this song. What's nuts? How well he did in his break. Unless you were asking, like, literally what is, like, walnuts. He's one of the reasons why you started collecting. Recently started last month. What's your favorite Pokemon then? Because that's... Everyone's got a favorite. Mine is Raichu. Been like that since I've been... yay high. Trainer. Okay, Trainer's like on steroids this break. And then Chris has to tease me by saying, hey, there's a $500,000 Raichu that just sold. Melodic. That's a good one. Probably the biggest pain to evolve in the games, but I respect that. Melodic's got some pretty cool cards. Serena. No, I know. I was just messing with you. Zard or Onyx, just going off of looks. You gotta pick one, dude. You can't have two favorites. What is this? What's your favorite undead? Probably Shuckle. Your Leafeon is your favorite? You're the grass person for tonight. One stream always has one. So yes, I'll pull you a Leafeon. Is Onyx still a thing, or is it just the originals? Onyx is still a Pokemon. They don't just delete them. He evolves into Steelix. Just rock types in general, though, I tend to stay away from because you use a rock type in the games and you just get, like, deleted. I feel like Onyx just had an EX, like, not too long ago. I'm seeing it right now, like in my mind. It's not Burning Shadows, is it? I guess I say like recently, even though Burning Shadows was like 6 or 7 years ago at this point. I think you're right. I think it was Hidden Fates. Good call, dude. Good call. Trainer. You know what I was watching today? On the Paramount app that I'm not paying for that's logged into my TV because Tetsnick logged it in. Blade. Because I watched all of Fantasy Factory on Paramount and then I ran out of shows. There's Leafeon. There you go, dude. I did it. There's only 3 Blade movies, right? There's not a 4th one that they left out. It was Blade Trinity and that was it. That's a Master Ball. Zachary. I got to get something for Vivian here on our first break. The first break luck is usually always hot. The pressure's on. Because if I don't get her a hit here, she's going to hate me forever, and then Richie's gone. They have Dragon, Steel. Getting a bunch of hollow. Okay, double trainer pack. Mr. Baker. I think this is like the most trainers I've seen out of a single break. You literally are the entire board right now. I mean, all that really matters in a break of like this is the last hit, because then you get the PSA card. Psychic is the last hit. Still Psychic. Let's see if it holds. Dragon, finally, into colorless. Colorless is the last hit, but Dragon gets on the board. Let's go, Vivian. It's a majestic Druddigon. Pretty close in color to Melodic, too, so that's a win-win. It's a very good hit. That might be the first one I've pulled. Colorless is the last hit. Let's see if that holds. Back to Psychic. Do I really need more sleeves? I got one right here. Once again, release breaks are posted. I haven't posted them anywhere yet. Anyone who is in here paying attention, you get first crack on the website before everyone realizes that release is posted, and then all the spots are gone. All right, let's see if Psychic holds it. Psychic holds it. Jesse, graded card is yours. Now, Mr. Baker, you didn't get the graded card, but you got like probably 70 to 80% of the hits. So you can't really be upset about that. And Vivian, you got a hit in your first break, along with all the hollows and reverse hollows. I'd say that's a good day. Okay, the outro of this song is making me nervous. A lot of just loud ambient piano noises. Nick doing a good job of just stuffing these envelopes so I can't open them. What the hell? The bubble wrap, like, just hangs onto the bag around the card. Yo, Team Rocket's Houndoom, PSA 9. That is sick. True. Jesse, that is yours. All right, guys. That's it. Next time you guys are going to see me is release or on the gaming channel. I'm going to post on socials that the release breaks are posted, so this is your last chance to get first crack before all those spots disappear at once. You are very welcome, and welcome to the family. Welcome, Richie. We have a Discord. We have a gaming channel. And I'll be live again for release next Thursday. Next Friday. But love you guys. Have